Sat Sri Akal. Continuing our discussion on Punjabi word formation with A vowel, today we will discuss the formation of four-letter Punjabi words having A vowel and Lama vowel sign. In the last lecture, we had discussed the formation of up to three-letter Punjabi words with A vowel and Lama vowel sign. Like our previous lectures on word formation, today also we will see the formation of four-letter Punjabi words with A vowel and Lama vowel sign, along with their pronunciation, meaning, and how the four-letter words with Lama vowel sign are written by hand. Besides this, we will also discuss how prefixes and suffixes are pronounced in Punjabi words. In addition to this, we shall also form some simple sentences from the words having Mukta, Kanna, Siari, Biari, Onkad, Dulankad and Lama vowel signs. Now we will see some four-letter Punjabi words having A vowel. The first word is Darvesh. As in the examples of earlier lessons, four-letter words, the word will be broken into two parts. First part is Dadda Rara Dar and second part is Vavenu Lama Ve Saseper Bindi Sh Vesh. Together they are pronounced as Darvesh, Darvesh. Let's look at some more examples. Dasmesh, Dadda Sassa Das, Mamme Nu Lama Me, Sasse Per Bindi Sh Mesh, Dasmesh, Dasmesh. Now how will you write Darpesh? You can see this word is combination of Dar and Pesh. Dadda Rara is Dar. Now Pesh is further a combination of Pe and Sh. Pe is represented by Pappenu Lama and Sh is represented by Saseper Bindi Sh. So, Dadda Rara Dar and Pappenu Lama Pe and Saseper Bindi Sh Pesh. We can get the word by combining Dar and Pesh, Darpesh, Darpesh. Next word is Parhez. Pappa Rara Par, Hahenu Lama He, Jajje Per Bindi Z, Hez, Parhez, Parhez. Ajmer, Aida Jajja Aj, Mammenu Lama Me, Rara Mer, Ajmer, Ajmer. All these words have two syllables. All are of the same syllable structure, so they all follow similar pattern of pronunciation. These words are pronounced by dividing them into two same-sized parts. But now we will consider some words of different syllable structure. Look at the word. How will you pronounce this word? This word is made up with the combination of Babba, Lama, Dadda, Khakha and Lalla. According to the pronunciation pattern of above mentioned words, it should be pronounced as Babbenu Lama Be, Dadda Bed, Khakha Lalla Khal. Bed plus Khal is Bed Khal. But this word has a different syllabic structure. Here, Babbenu Lama Be is a prefix that represents the meaning of without or un. Dadda represents the, Khakha Lalla is Khal. So this word has three syllables, Be, The and Khal. The plus Khal is Dakhal. So Be plus Dakhal is बेदखल, not bedkhal, but बेदखल, बेदखल. Now consider this word. Should it be pronounced as namsate? Definitely not. Actually, namaste is made up with the combination of namas and suffix te. Namas is further a combination of na and mas. Nanna represents na, mamma sassa represents mas, namas. Tattenu lama represents te. Namas plus te, namaste, namaste. So from these examples we see that if a word consists of prefix or suffix besides the stem, then that word is pronounced by pronouncing the stem, suffix and prefix separately according to their syllable structure. So it is important to identify the prefix or suffix in a word for proper pronunciation. Let's have a look at some of the common Punjabi prefixes. They are a, an, up, up, gair, ko, na, nir, be, swai, चौ, बद, खुश, महा, सै, hum. We will see the meanings of these prefixes and also see how Punjabi words are pronounced with these prefixes. Prefix a is used to form negatives of noun and adjectives. For example, sambhav means possible. A plus sambhav, asambhav means impossible. Prefix a plus stem sambhav is pronounced as asambhav, not as asampav. So first we pronounce the prefix a, then the stem sambhav. Asambhav, asambhav. Similarly, prefix a plus stem santusht is pronounced as asantusht, not as asantusht. Santusht means satisfied and asantusht means unsatisfied. And prefix a plus stem samrat is pronounced as asamrat, not as asamrat. Samrat means able and asamrat means unable. Prefix an indicates not or without. It stands for English unknown. Prefix an plus vyaya is pronounced as anvyaya. So first we pronounce the prefix an, then vyaya. Vyaya means married, anvyaya means unmarried. Some more examples are andithe, andithe, anthak, anthak. Prefix up is used to form negatives of nouns. Up plus man is pronounced as apman. One thing to be noted is that this word starts with letter a, but here a will not be treated as prefix. In fact, we have so many words starting with letter a, but it does not mean that a is prefix in those words. In apman, the prefix is up, so we do not pronounce it as apaman, but as apman. Man means respect and apman means disrespect. Prefix up denotes the meaning of subordinate position. Prefix up plus pasha is pronounced as uppasha. Pasha means language and uppasha means dialect. Another example is upgrah. Prefix gair is used to form opposites or antonyms. Gair plus hazar is pronounced as gair hazar. Hazar means present and gair hazar means absent. Another example is gair zimmewar. Gair zimmewar. Prefix ko conveys badness or wrongness. Prefix ko plus stem varton is pronounced as kuvarton, not as kuvraton, but as kuvarton. Varton means use and kuvarton means wrong use or misuse. Another example is kukarm. It's kukarm, not kukram. Prefix na is used to form negatives. Prefix na plus layak is pronounced as nalayak, not as nalaik, but as nalayak. Layak means intelligent and nalayak means unintelligent. Another example is nasamaj, not nasamaj, but nasamaj. Prefix nir expresses the meaning of without. Prefix nir plus sankoch is pronounced as nirsankoch. Sankoch means hesitation. Nirsankoch means without hesitation. Other examples are nirvair meaning no malice and nirpaw no fear. Prefix be also expresses the meaning of without or un. Prefix be plus kasur is pronounced as bekasur, not as beksur, but as bekasur. Kasur means fault and bekasur means without fault, blameless. Other examples are besharam, not beshram but besharam. Bemisal, bemisal. Prefix swa denotes the meaning of self. Prefix swa plus stem jeevni is pronounced as swajivni, not as swajivani, but as swajivni. Jeevni means biography, swajivni means autobiography. Other examples are swachalit, swachalit and swaichha, swaichha. Prefix chaw denotes the meaning of four. Prefix chaw plus stem guna is pronounced as chauguna. Guna means folds or times and chauguna means four folds or four times. Another example is chautarfa meaning four directions. Note, it is not chautrafa but chautarfa. Note the difference between the two, chautrafa and chautarfa. Correct pronunciation is chautarfa. Prefix bad indicates the meaning of badness. Prefix bad plus stem naseeb is pronounced as badnaseeb. Naseeb means fate or luck. Badnaseeb means ill-fated, unlucky. Other examples are badtameez, badtameez, baddimag, baddimag. Khush is an independent word meaning happy, but it is also used as prefix to indicate goodness. Prefix khush plus stem naseeb is pronounced as khushnaseeb, not as khushanseeb, but as khushnaseeb. Naseeb means luck and khushnaseeb means lucky, means a person having good luck. Other examples of words with prefix khush are khushhal, khushhal, खुशकिस्मत, खुशकिस्मत. Prefix maha indicates great or vast. Prefix maha plus purk is pronounced as mahapurk. Purk means person and mahapurk means great or holy person. Other examples are Mahasagar, Mahasagar, Mahadeep, Mahadeep. Prefix se indicates the meaning of co or togetherness. Prefix se plus tarmi is pronounced as setarmi, not as sehad rami, but as setarmi. Tarmi means religious and setarmi means co-religionist. Other examples are sekarmi, sekarmi, sekari, sekari. Prefix hum denotes companionship or similarity. Prefix hum plus shakal is pronounced as hamshakal, not as hamashkal, but as hamshakal. Shakal means appearance and hamshakal means similar or having same appearance. Other examples are Humsafar, Humsafar, Humdard, Humdard. In this way, all those words that are made up with the combination of prefix and stem are pronounced by dividing into prefix and stem parts. First we pronounce prefix and then stem. But in the case of suffixes, there are two types of suffixes. Ones that begin with vowels and others that begin with consonants. Those that begin with vowels, their first vowel forms a syllable with the last consonant of the stem when they are joined to the stem. So, first vowel of suffix is pronounced as a part of stem's syllable. Like when ila is joined to the stem anak, then e vowel of ila forms a syllable with the last kh of anak and is pronounced as a part of stem syllable as ankhila, ankhila and not as anak-ila. Similarly, when ani is joined to knocker, then a of ani forms a syllable with the last r of knocker and pronounced as ra. So, the whole word is pronounced as nokkarani, not as nokkarani. Other suffixes of this type are pronounced in the similar way like pad plus suffix aku is pronounced as padaku. Sharam plus suffix au is pronounced as sharmau. Kar plus suffix elu is pronounced as karelu, karelu. The second type of suffixes that begin with consonants are joined to the stems as different syllables. Those words that are made with these types of suffixes are pronounced by dividing them into stem and suffix parts. First we pronounce stem and then suffix. For example, dar is a suffix that begins with consonant. When dar is joined to stem ijjat, we pronounce the word as ijjatdar. So we first pronounce ijjat, then dar as ijjatdar, ijjatdar. Other examples are shandar, shandar, mazedar, mazedar, naak, khana, var, van, baz, sar, saz, vad, vadi, etc. are all suffixes that begin with consonants. Sharam plus suffix nak is pronounced as sharamnak. Dawa plus suffix khana is pronounced as dawakhana. Kram plus suffix var is pronounced as kramvar. Gyan plus suffix van is pronounced as Gyanvan. Jald plus suffix baz is pronounced as Jaldbaz. Milan plus suffix sar is pronounced as Milansar. Kadi plus suffix saz is pronounced as Kadisaz. Punji plus suffix vad is pronounced as Punjivad. So in this way, all those words that are composed of stem plus those suffixes that begin with consonants are pronounced by dividing into stem and suffix parts. First we pronounce stem according to its syllable structure and then the suffix. Now we will consider those 4-letter words that have one more vowel sign with lama. Consider this word. This word is made up with the combination of chache nu lama, tatta, nanna and tatte nu kanna. This word has suffix ta. So the word will be pronounced as chache nu lama che, tatta nanna tan, che plus tan is chetan, tatte nu kanna ta, chetanta. So it is not chetnata but chetanta, chetanta. Now how will you pronounce this word? In this word, Eda represents a sound, Nanne nu lama represents ne sound, Kakka represents ka sound and Tatte nu kanna represents ta sound. Like previous word, in this word also ta is a suffix. So this word has 3 syllables, a, ne plus ka, nek and ta, a plus nek, anek plus ta, anekta. Now how will you pronounce the word updesh? As you can see, this word contains the prefix up followed by word desh. So it will be pronounced as updesh, updesh. In this way, you can easily write 5 or 6-letter words also. As you have seen, you can easily write Punjabi words that have a vowel. But it is difficult to pronounce long words accurately whose syllable structure is not known. You can master it with practice. So by now you have learned the formation of Punjabi words having a, e, e, u and a vowels. Now let's look at some sentences formed from the words having these vowels. ਘੜੇ ਦਾ ਪਾਣੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਫ਼ ਅਤੇ ਠੰਡਾ ਸੀ. The water of earthen pitcher was very clear and cold. ਭਾਰਤ ਦਾ ਖੇਤਰ 3 ਕਰੋੜ 28 ਲੱਖ 7,263 वर्ग किलोमीटर है. The area of India is 3 crore 28 lakh 7,263 square kilometer. ਸੁਰਜੀਤ ਪਾਤਰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰ ਲੇਖਕ ਹਨ. ਸੁਰਜੀਤ ਪਾਤਰ is a famous writer of Punjab. ਫੇਫੜੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਨੂੰ ਆਕਸੀਜਨ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ. The lungs provide oxygen to the body. ਭਾਰਤ ਦੀ ਖਾਸੀਅਤ ਅਨੇਕਤਾ 'ਚ ਏਕਤਾ ਬਣੀ. Unity in diversity became the characteristic of India. ਪੁਸ਼ਕਰ ਝੀਲ ਅਜਮੇਰ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਹੈ. Pushkar Lake is close to the Ajmer city. ਦਸਮੇਸ਼ ਪਿਤਾ ਨੇ 13 ਅਪ੍ਰੈਲ 1699 ਨੂੰ ਖਾਲਸੇ ਦੀ ਸਿਰਜਣਾ ਕੀਤੀ. ਦਸਮੇਸ਼ ਪਿਤਾ founded Khalsa on 13 April 1699. With this, we come to the end of today's lecture. Today, you have learnt how to write 4-letter Punjabi words that have a vowel. In addition to this, you have also learnt how prefixes and suffixes are pronounced in Punjabi words. Along with this, you have also learnt how words having a vowel are used in sentences. Now you can write and read Punjabi words that have a vowel or lama vowel sign or that have a vowel with a, I, E and U vowels. We shall continue our discussion on word formation with a vowel and its matra or vowel sign Dulawa in next lecture. Till then, Sat Sri Akal.